So I came across this quote that I really want to read to you guys, and it goes, "Always remember that all of your hard work will eventually pay off. And once it does, it will be one of the most glorifying moments of your life." And coming up on a 15-hour day, guys. It's 11 p.m. I've been here since 8, nonstop. I haven't left, and no one's here. Mala's not here. No one's working out. Just my car in the parking lot right now. And this quote just really reminded me that you're going to go through moments in your life where you feel like you're not progressing. You're going to be working your ass off. You're going to be questioning yourself. You're going to ask, is this really worth it? Like, why am I putting in so much effort? Why am I working so hard for this? Is it even going to matter? Like, what's the point of giving my 100% when I'm not seeing anything back? And the reason you give your 100%, guys, is because you do not control when opportunities come. The only way to ensure that you're going to be prepared and you're going to be able to act on the opportunity is to perform 100% every day. Because if you don't, the opportunity is going to come, you're not going to be ready, you're going to miss it. I can guarantee you, if you're not performing week after week after week to the best of your ability, then you start slacking. While you're slacking, that opportunity is going to come up and you're going to miss it. Guarantee it. And so, the only way to ensure it is to continue working. Push yourself. Never get comfortable. That's the worst thing you can do, is get comfortable. Okay, so it's just the reason I love fitness so much is because it's such a good way to commit to something, and you see physical results. You see yourself changing, so you get addicted to it because you can put work in and you actually see a change. But in the entrepreneurial world, or in real life in general, with family and friendships and any sort of job or relationships or business venture, you don't always see the results right away. And that's the difference. With fitness, it's easy for people to come into the gym. It's easy, you can see your abs start showing. But once you practice that, you start incorporating that work ethic into everything else that you do. And everything else is not that easy. You're not going to see immediate changes. You're not going to see immediate results. Your first business idea that you ever come up with is probably not going to hit off. It's going to take multiple times. But once you practice the discipline, you learn to not be afraid to fail. And once you can stop being so afraid and start taking calculated risks in life, and you start evaluating things and saying, okay, I think if I keep doing this for another 3 months, I'll be able to I'll make this move. It's like a game of chess. You're literally thinking out your every move. You're thinking about your strategy and what you're gonna do and what steps you have to take. But the point is you don't stay just thinking. You can't be afraid to actually move your chess pieces. You can't be afraid to take action and actually make decisions in your life. And the more you can practice making the decisions and not letting it consume you, sometimes it's best, and I don't want to say all the time, but sometimes it's best to not overthink everything. I feel like in this world, like from my experience, and I'm not a professional speaker, I am not I'm talking based off of what I have learned in the last few years, kind of being in this world. There's the people that think a lot and have a lot of hesitation, and really the very critical thinkers, they evaluate everything, and everything has to be by the book and the rule, and they look at everything, every single detail, but they're scared to act. And then on the polar opposite side, you have the people that just freaking jump. You have to be somewhere in the middle. Somewhere in the middle. I would say a little closer to the jumping. My personality, I'm a little bit closer to that jumping stage. But with that said, I make more mistakes than I probably could have if I was more towards this side on this scale, right? But you can't be scared to act and to move and to take a risk. But every single person, you're watching this, you have to make a living. What do you do? Hey, Bob, what do you do? Everyone has to make a living doing something. And if you're gonna spend, it's not just like a 6-hour part of your day. You're driving to work, you're spending all day at work, you're coming back from work, you're repeating that cycle week after week, month after month, year after year. You're putting your time into something. So invest your time. You literally live one time, so invest that time doing something that you're passionate about. And you're not gonna do something you're passionate about if you're too scared to take a risk and take a jump. And educate yourself and take a risk based off of what you know. I'm sure as hell not going to go through years and years and years of my life doing something I don't want to do. And I'm not saying that you're not going to have to do something you don't like for a while, then you can start working on something. That's what you have to do. You may be in a position that you're in a shitty position. I don't have any other option. I got bills to pay. I got this to do. I got this to do. Then do that. Sleep a little bit less. Put more time into something that you do enjoy on top of everything. And if you keep doing that, if you keep putting a little bit of time there, and you're practicing, and this starts to take off, right? This is your stable income, you're stable. This is coming. You're sleeping less, you're grinding. This is the grind time right here. Eventually, you're gonna be right here, balanced. So many people I know have been in this position. Then, once you can drop this, you're equal, right? You drop this, boom. That's how it happens. That's how it happens. Don't think you can just, I'm gonna drop everything and I'm just gonna be successful. I'm gonna be this fitness person, or I'm gonna be this successful entrepreneur with this one idea I have. No, you're trying ideas as you're balancing life. I want the best stuff. I want the best content. And I'm not saying I am the best. I'm not saying my content is the best, but I want to be the best. And that's the mindset you have to have. Because if you don't have that mindset, someone else that does have that mindset is gonna put more effort than you in the long run. You may be kind of cruising on cruise control. Slowly you're progressing, but this guy over here, he's hungry for it. He's gonna go like this and pass you up, man. And if you don't think that way, you don't feel that way in whatever you're doing, then you're gonna get passed up. I'm not gonna get passed up, so I'm on it, man. I wake up and I'm hungry for this. I love doing this so much. And it's like an obsession, but I love it. Therefore, it's not work. It's just what I enjoy. And when you can find that, that's when you can become happy, because you're no longer slaving yourself to do something you don't want to do. These aren't the goal. Like, the cars aren't the goal or anything. It's almost like a byproduct of the work and effort and everything that comes about, and you're rewarded with these little tokens. And I find a lot of fun in these. And it's so funny because you see me dressed like this. I've got torn up jeans. I've got a baggy hoodie. Like, I'm not shaven. And if someone saw me on the street, some random person, oh man, his dad must be whatever, he must have a great trust fund, blah, 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 blah. But if you were to see like a businessman dressed up in a suit and a tie and really nice and it's tailored and he looks like he's in the corporate world and he's a CEO or blah, blah, blah. If he looks that way, you'd be, oh, that guy could drive that car, but some dude looking like this can't afford these kind of things. And it's all bullshit, guys. The standards of everything now have changed so much in this generation. We're in a generation where everything is changing. Everything is on your phone. If you want to be whatever you want to be. I watched Casey Neistat's video the other day. What was it called? I believe it was called something about do what you can't or be what you can't. And if you want to be a broadcaster, you can be a broadcaster now. If you want to be an artist, you can put your videos online. You can go viral. That's Justin Bieber. If you want to become a gym owner, you can do it. If you want to be a fitness guy, you can do it. You can be a trainer. You can train hundreds of thousands or millions of people. You can do whatever you want now. And it's all right here. It's crazy that this device can get you anything you want. If you're willing to, if you have a story, if you have information, have knowledge, you can do what you want and spread your message to the world. And it's just insane how much things have changed. And nowadays you don't have to be in that corporate world wearing a suit and, you know, drive one of these by the age of 55. Like that doesn't have to be the standard. Get that out of your head, because I feel like so many people are stuck in that mindset. And the sooner you can get those limitations that you set for yourself out of your head, you'll be able to blossom and just go and not be scared anymore, not have fear, to be able to go after what you want and just pursue things that you enjoy. And if you enjoy things, if you really, really like something and enjoy doing it, it's not going to matter if you have hiccups and bumps along the way, because you're going to finish, you're going to succeed, because you're going to love it. If you're doing something you don't really love and you're kind of frustrated with it, it's hard for you to pay attention, you're not going to do great. So find something that you love and just give yourself to it, and all this stuff just kind of comes along with it. And you'll look back and go, wow, that's pretty cool, you know, pretty cool rides and stuff, but that should never be the starting goal, that should never be the end goal. It's a byproduct. So. And the problem is that there are not enough doers. There are so many people that kind of look at this, you know, going back to the 16-year-old, right? There's so many people that look at this motivation. They look at the car, they look at these motivational quotes, these motivational videos, they watch videos on YouTube all the time, they look at people doing what they want to do, and they can respect it. They're, man, you know, one day I'm gonna do that, one day I'm gonna do that. But you know what? If you don't take any action, if you don't start doing, I don't know what else to tell you guys. You can watch as many videos as you want. You can listen to all the speeches, read all the quotes. You can look at all this motivation that you want, but until you start acting and working for your own life, for your own self, that's when you start seeing the success. Once you see that growth and that motivation gets you fired up, that whole process of you falling in love with what you're doing, then you reach fulfillment. That's how you can find your fulfillment. That's when you find it. But too many people can't get out of that motivated phase. find your motivation, get started, start doing. Once you start doing, everything starts rolling, everything starts coming.